Hey Raiders, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about Amius the Lunar Archon on rotation 3. First, please excuse the background noise as I am recording this from an airport. I wanted to get the video out before I got back from a work trip, so let's get started. So let's walk through the fight. Before turn 1, you want to put up block debuffs and increase attack. So put up block debuffs with Elva here, and then for decrease attack, I want to do Lord Chamfort. And then Hellborn Sprite just A1s, Kymar A1s, and Naya's going to A1. And as you can see, Chamfort also has the Brimstone. Before turn 2, I want to use heal reduction and remove buffs. So Kymar's going to remove buffs, A1 with Elva, and heal reduction with Hellborn Sprite. So then Chamfort's going to A1, Naya's going to A1, and Kymar is going to A1. So he goes, didn't take too much damage. Alright, so before turn 4 you want to decrease attack if it's possible. This round it's not possible. Elva's going to A1, and Chamfort's going to A1. I'm going to show builds and replacements later on. Kymar's going to A1, and Naya's going to also A1. So he's going to go. And now, cooldowns no longer allow you to cheese. So before turn 4, you want to reset the cooldowns, decrease attack if able, reset the cooldowns again, and then put up a trash buff. So I put up the trash buff there with my Hellborn Sprite, reset cooldowns with Kymar, put up the decrease attack with Chamfort, and then decrease his cooldowns again, because Chamfort's going to need that decrease attack again. So then he switches, and then before turn 5, you're asleep and you lose a turn. So he'll go with the AoE, not too bad on the hit, because I got the decrease attack up. Before turn 6, you want to use survival buffs, which includes decrease attack for the debuff. So, Ally Protect and Strengthen there with Naya, A1 with Kymar, A1 with Hellborn Sprite, decrease attack with Chamfort. It's crucial you get this decrease attack on. And then the single target hit doesn't do too much. Before turn 1, you want to put up block debuffs, and you already have decrease attack up. So Elva's going to put up the block debuffs. A1 with Kymar, A1 with Naya, A1 with Hellborn Sprite, and A1 with Chamfort. So then Elva's going to A1, and unfortunately I went around twice with Kymar. That's not going to happen very often. And I think I do the same thing, with Naya. So they're going to get stunned, and that means Kymar's not going to do the strip here. But normally, before turn 2, you want heal reduction and remove buffs. I think that's the only time in this run where Kymar does not get the remove buffs. So put up the heal reduction with Hellborn Sprite, A1 with Elva, A1 with Chamfort. Okay, and increase attack was up, so we took a bigger hit. That was unfortunate. So before turn 3, you just want to put up decrease attack. So you're able to do before turn 3 and before turn 5, I think it is. And if you do it that way, then you can also use the cooldowns that I have with Kymar and Naya to reset it in between. So here he's going to do the A2. Decrease attack is up. Very small hit. Now before turn 4, you want a trash buff to trigger the sleep, decrease cooldown on Chamfort, and then decrease attack if you can sandwich it between the decrease cooldown effects. So we A1 with Elva, we're going to A1 with... Oh no, we put up the trash buff with Hellborn, and we're able to... Well, we're not able to put decrease attack up, a fresh one, but we did have a 3-turn decrease attack from before, so we're good on that. So then we want the decrease attack now, and we want the strengthen and ally protection. So this team was a little bit difficult to build. I had to do builds and rebuilds. Naya had to be rebuilt. I didn't have any, so I'm going to wait on the block debuffs there. Naya tanks pretty well. I didn't have any masteries on Naya before, so I had to grind some out. I didn't grind them all, though. A1 with Hellborn, A1 with Kymar, and then block debuffs. And then we already have decrease attack up, so A1 with Naya. So basically this cycle, You just rinse and repeat, try to recover if you have bad RNG, reset the fight if you can't recover. I probably did this about 50 times, and I had to rebuild my Naya, I had to build my Hellborn Sprite, I had to improve the build on my Kymar by trading out one piece, had to trade out a piece on my Chamfort, Elva was fine, and I'll show those builds in a minute here. So this is on 15 times speed, just to show you that it did go through. I did have some bad luck in there, and I was able to recover it. I did have good luck when I killed it. I killed it in the base form and not the damage form, so that worked out pretty well for me. Once you get your build straightened out, your survivability's there, and then RNG or not, you're still probably going to be able to make it through. Sometimes you might have a really bad run where you just have to reset, but in general, if you got your build straightened out, you're going to be able to make it. So as you see, I'm working them down here, and as you get close to the end, you're just kind of hoping that Brimstone lands at the right time, because you're not really in control of when you do your DPS. You just have to get lucky. So remember, you got to kill it in the base form, and there's the kill. So that was nice. Got my potential mythical pull right there. So substitutes, you can get Manea and Seeker. They're better than Kymar and Hellborn, except you lose the skill reset, you get more healing. So as you can see here, I'll go ahead and swap out those two. Manea has a lot more healing, so if healing's an issue and you have Manea, I just didn't want to build her and book her. So Seer works just as well as Kymar, but does not have the reset. You just wouldn't build her for damage. You'd build her for accuracy, and that's about it. And tankiness. She is support. Substitutes, so Duchess is great for Elva if you have Manaya or better in there, because if you lose Elva, you need someone to heal. Chamfort is replaceable with an attack debuffer. Naya is amazing here, but she is replaceable with your High Awakening tank. So don't worry too much about Naya. Recommended stats around 250 speed, some higher, you can have some lower. 450 accuracy for debuffs. 2 brimstones are faster than 1. Supports, you'd like 65,000 HP at 3,200 defense. So here's my Elva. 265 speed, she's in bolster, has decent defense, decent HP. And then for the tank, you'd like to have High Awakening, less HP, and a lot more defense. So Lord Chamfort here has the minimum accuracy. He's at 234 speed, has decent defense, has decent HP. So I wasn't able to hit 65,000 HP on all of them, but I got pretty close. And I did a trick with Naya when I get to her in a minute that I'll show you. So Chamfort I just made a little bit tankier. I think his glove had a base stat on it, or a flat stat on it. And so now it has defense or something. So Naya in Guardian made the team heal great for me and kept her low enough HP to tank. Before that I was having issues. So I put her in Guardian, she's at 232 speed. I try to have her slower than Chamfort so I can reset his cooldowns after he goes. So notice I didn't fill up her masteries there. I was going to, but then I realized Guardian would probably be enough, and doing the 5% damage reduction on everybody else might actually be too much for her. Hellborn Sprite then has the minimum accuracy, thereabouts, and she's over 250 speed, so she does a pretty good job here. Got her decent HP and decent defense. She was a bit harder to build because she's a rare. Changing Kymar to Brimstone to have a second one sped up the run quite a bit and made it more possible. Less likely to fail to RNG. So he's at 310 speed. I didn't want to lower his arena build too much. He's got decent defense and he's got decent HP. In any case, hope you find this video helpful, and take care.